Hello, champions. Wanted to talk about the WoW gear update. So I hadn't logged in for a long time into my WoW account. Basically, I haven't played since Dragonflight, although I had an active account. Just didn't have time, busy with other stuff, so I didn't do that. And I just logged in recently because of the Activision Blizzard deal. I wanted to make sure that I actually had an account and they didn't delete me when it's carried over. And what I found is that they did this gear update. Now, it didn't happen right away. I think I played for like about a day or two and everything was normal. And then the next day I had this gear update, and it looked a lot like when you do a character boost when you buy an expansion, and you get that on one character, but I got it on multiple characters. I think I got it on about 6 or 7 characters. I got the equivalent of a level boost in armor, but not in level. So basically I would log in and it would ask me if I wanted this level boost. Now, it didn't happen to any of the characters that I played the first couple days, so I'm not sure why that is. But the ones that I had played that first couple days weren't available. And the ones that were available, it would ask me if I wanted a level boost. It would ask me what specification. Of course, I picked the same one to make things simpler for me. And I have lots of characters, so I don't need to change the specs on them, right? I basically have 5 or 6 accounts with like 50 characters on each. And so I didn't need to change the spec. I wanted to keep it the same. And it also said, was it okay to be hearthed in your home city, which I said okay, or Stormwind, I think it was, because I had some different race characters, but maybe the Night Elf ones, Hearth and Stormwind anyways. Maybe they were mostly humans and that's why they did that. But I said okay to that, and then I had to change it back to where Chromie is where I would hearth to. Instead, I had to change it back to the inn in Stormwind, either the one that's in the trade district, if I didn't have any mining or whatever, or in the Dwarven district if I had mining where I needed a forge and a anvil. And then I would click on Chromie. As it turned out, I would gain a level when I just turned that quest in. I didn't accept the extended quest from Chromie. I would often ding a level because I had been close when they did the level squish, right? So a lot of my characters, I just needed to do one more thing and then I could go up a level. Then I had to put in a flying mount, and I actually had to put in a ground mount too if I wanted one of those. I had to put in a flying mount so I could fly over to the transmog guy. And what I do is I make all my armor not show because I don't want to pay the money to transmog it all. I just have it not show. And then the pants, I make sure they're black or something that goes with my tabard. I would install my tabard. I would go to the mailbox right away. And one thing that you got for this was a whole bunch of 22 bags. Now, in a lot of cases, I had bigger bags, 30 or 36 or 32 bags that I reinstalled on my character. But I was able to use those 22 bags in my bank vault, because a lot of those were either 14 ones that I bought from a vendor or 20 ones that I made from Frost Weave, I believe it's called, that I made from Ice Crown Citadel, although I felt bad to get rid of those because I worked really hard to make those, right? But I replaced them with the bigger ones, the level 22s that I got for free. I was able to sell some of my armor that was a lower level than the boost because it was item level 152. I had some armor that was like level 50, level 51, level 52. There were some cases where some of my armor, like the Heart of Azeroth, if I still had it, were a higher level. They were like 160 something. My heirlooms were lower, so I replaced those with the gear that I got. Albeit I haven't updated my heirlooms like I should, or maybe the heirlooms would have been higher. I don't know. Sorry about my voice. I was able to then sell that armor or disenchant it if I was an enchanter. So I made a few gold on it, was able to put it in the guild bank. I got some new armor. I had to try to figure out what mount I had, so I just started going through the list. Now I only had, I believe it was a time thing. I had like 2 or 3 days to do this, and I could do as many characters as I wanted, it seemed like. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about that, if there's actually a count list or count limit. I don't think there was. I think it was just a matter of whatever you could do in 3 days. I'll make another video when I open one of my other accounts, if I get this level boost again. And of course, I'll feel obligated to try to get as many boosts as I can. If it is like a 2 or 3 day limit, like I think it is, and then I'll make another video about that. So hopefully I kind of addressed everything. Enchantment. So I saved my heirlooms because a lot of those are enchanted. So when I'm able to bring them up to a higher level than what the level boost was, then I'll reinstall those because a lot of them have good enchantments on them. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. You had to reinstall your spells, so that was kind of a pain because figuring out my rotation when I had it all set. So that's a disadvantage of doing that. So there's definitely pros and cons. It also removed all your quests, or it said it would, but I don't think it did. I seem to have all my quests. All right, thank you, champions. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I appreciate hearing in the comments what your experiences was. Thanks, champions. Bye.